vodka, gin, moonshine, amaretto. How did you come up with the name High Mark?
One lip in and one lip out, and I'm just going with the air. Okay, I think that will do it.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
now
Just
try
pull
to
it
pop.
strong. Nah. So we're here at High Mark Distillery in Reno, Nevada. We're here for the Frey Ranch barrel pick, so that's why we came to Reno. In Fallon, Nevada, it's about an hour drive from Reno. But we landed in Reno and I saw that High Mark Distillery is right here. I saw it on Google Maps, so I brought these two guys to help me pick some barrels at High Mark Distillery. Let's go in. They have an event going on, so let's see what they have for us.
Let's do it.
Yes, sir. Hey, how are you?
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well.
All right.
So these guys make this bourbon, High Mark single barrel bourbon. Hopefully we get to pick some barrels of that. Cast strength bourbon, maple pecan whiskey. That sounds really delicious. Want to try that one. Golden rum, applejack brandy. Wow. Blueberry cobbler. Oh, what's this? Looks like a liqueur. And that's Felicia right here. Cool. Peach ginger, some vodka, gin, moonshine, amaretto. I love amaretto. It's amazing. Limoncello, and then Copica coffee liqueur. But the most important of them all is the cast strength single barrel bourbon. It's distilled right here in Reno, Nevada. So it says produced and bottled by High Mark Reno, Nevada, and has a signature. What I like about this bottle is has this 3D label. This nice little badge. Reminds me a lot of the Savage and Cook bottle. So here I have Felicia. She's the master distiller of High Mark Distilling here in Reno, Nevada. I just met her today, and why don't you tell us a little bit about this brand and how you get started in whiskey?
Sure. All right. Well, I'm Felicia Keith Jones, and we are a 16-year-old distillery now, and we actually started up in Alaska. And so I had one of the first distilleries in Alaska, High Mark Distillery, and we didn't grow grain. So all of our original grain came from Winnemucca, Nevada. We're still using the same farmers, and so 16 years later, we have numerous farmers from all over Nevada. And so we're using Winnemucca and Yerington and up by Bishop, California, all kinds of growers. And so we have beautiful corn, barley, rye, wheat, oats coming out of Nevada. And this is what we produce. So anyway, we've kind of got ourselves on the map for doing 100% sweet corn. And that's an unusual recipe on the West Coast, but not unusual on the East Coast or down south. My original gentleman that gave me this recipe, he's off of West Virginia on the Appalachian Trail. And anyway, he shared the original recipe with me, and now we keep it going. But this is what we make and what we love doing all day long, every day here. We have a few thousand barrels down, and they all taste a little bit differently. So
yeah, I tasted a few of them. How did you come up with the name High Mark?
Oh, okay. That means something to us. So it has to do with the mountains and then a few other things. But High Mark is actually a sport out of Alaska, and it's an extreme sport where you're running up the mountain as fast as you can and as high as you can on snow machines. And then down here it's called snowmobiles. But historically what they were doing was, say like you and I are cousins and we wanted to go see each other during the holidays, then there was a big mountain pass between us. And we were cut off from each other, but we wanted all the relatives to get together for Christmas. And so anyway, then what you would do is I would hook up a dog sled and I would run up the mountain as high as I could and then come on back down because that's as far as I could go.
I think I've seen videos of that.
Yes, yeah. And then the next team, dog team would be ready. They'd use that as a ladder and go as high as that one went and carve more so that they were contributing. And then here comes the third team. Use both of those as a ladder and finally get over so that you and I had a road in between our homes. And so all the villagers would be able to come visit with each other. And so High Mark means community. And I always kind of like that because it took the whole community to do something cool. And then the other reason it's called High Mark is because our family still does commercial fishing up there in Alaska. And so in the hull of a boat, there's a red line, and that red line is called the High Mark, and it's a very serious line. And so you're bringing in as much salmon as you possibly can until you touch the High Mark. and then you head back to shore, because High Mark means good times, because that means all the money's flowing and all the wives get their husbands back, and so it's party time. And so High Mark meant something to us. And then the third reason it's High Mark is because we have so many bears up in Alaska. Bears are very territorial. So when I first started my first distillery up in Alaska, I'm the second oldest distillery. Even though I came up with the idea, I didn't get the first license because all of those are flown to Anchorage first, and then my license had to be flown out to the Kenai Peninsula, where I started the distillery, which was far away. Anyway, with High Mark, all the bears roam around, and they always get like their own turf. And so when they find a tree, they scratch it and they say, I own this area. And then here comes another bear right after it. So you might scratch a little higher and be like, psh, that's all you got? Then you own that. That's the High Mark. And so I was just letting the other distillery know, here I come. So that's why.
The name itself is so thoughtful. Wow.
Yeah.
There are many stories behind
But
it.
a lot of history behind it.
Your oldest barrels that you distilled yourself, oldest whiskey that you have here, was actually distilled in Nevada, and she brought it here through Canada and then re-imported back into here, and then now it's in Reno, just sitting here, right?
Yeah. So we call those the fire and ice, like we were mentioning. And so anyway, it was born in the ice up in Alaska, and now it lives in the fire down here in the Nevada desert.
Yeah.
And so I can't wait to open those and bottle those, because I think that's going to be just crazy with the flavor that comes through. I think it's going to be pretty, because 16-year-old, that's getting on up there in our industry. Yeah.
Makes sense. And it's a beautiful bottle too.
Oh,
I like
thank
the
you.
metal label and the metal coin and everything like that.
Yeah, and that's recycled metal, so that always kind of makes us proud that it's going to something really cool now that you get to drink.
I'm pretty excited about this. This is all these naming, like I've never seen this before.
Yeah. And so this is a tool for us. So we always go ahead and, like, say you made a really good moonshine, and then the rest of our staff would be trying to decide, is this one good enough to go ahead and put into large barrels? And so this is the size that you use to see, once it is on char, with the black charring in there, does your moonshine, which would look like this at the time, taste good when it comes out in 3 months? Because this equates to a 53-gallon barrel that would be 4 years old. It's done in 3 months. And so we distillers use these all the time as testers to see, did your recipe really taste good after aging through the wood? Because you might have had a great recipe and then we ruined it with the wood. One of them that you can try over there if you'd like is the second use. And so the barrel, we're using it one more time, and that would be a whiskey, and that's the maple pecan whiskey. And so the maple pecan, you're actually taking pieces of the wood, and it's the pecan wood. And so then you're going to go ahead and char that, and then put those in the big barrels and let it age off of pecan the whole year, or 4 years, whatever size the barrel is. And so anyway, once that's finally finished aging with the pecan wood, then the last 2 weeks you put it in a tank, and then you add in the maple syrup, and ours is coming out of Vermont. Another option that we have is we make rum. And so anyway, that's the bourbon barrel, and then we're putting the sugarcane and molasses in there off of the stills, and then that becomes a golden rum. And the golden rum finishes like a buttercream, or with a lot of vanilla tones, because the bourbon is flushing back in on it. And for some reason, that interacts with the rum and makes it taste just like one of those buttercream candies. So anyway, that's what goes on around here every day.
That's really cool.
Yeah. So if you wanted to look at any of these, you're sure welcome to. These all happen to be private barrels. And then when you get back here a little deeper, these are all, let's see. Here's one from 23, if you guys want to try that. Here's a 23. So this would be like an 8-year-old if it was a 53-gallon barrel.
I see.
So this liquid will be an 8-year-old. So if you want to open one of these, you sure can.
Sure.
And maybe Lindsay. Should we open a Lindsay Smith? She sounds like a nice girl.
Yes.
Okay, we'll do Lindsay.
Got it.
And maybe, unless it sticks on there.
Yeah, I feel like we're giants, right? Because this is weird. It's a little trippy.
It is a little trippy, huh? And then you guys are gonna pound this bung out. So we'll give it a good rock for good luck. Now, whoever wants to, you sure can.
You want to do
Try
it?
hitting it out?
Sure.
And what I would recommend, because this does flush humidity twice a day, go ahead and pound around on the wood first to kind of jiggle it, and then start whacking on the bung itself. If you're just gonna pound it. There you go. Okay, you're gonna push down on the red and then let it come up at its own speed because it's sucking it through. And then, like you can see here, that little test tubes. It's going to pull that liquid into the test tubes, and that's where it's testing for the alcohol content and the temperature. Nice. All right, just guessing, what do you think this barrel is going to be?
I think it's going to be 105.
So okay, and it's
2020?
2023. So it's about a 3-year-old, which means it's like a 12-year-old. So this one should be pretty good, or not. We don't know. It hasn't been opened before for the government.
It's in now, right?
Oh yeah, and leave the straw in there and let it go ahead and suck it up. Now what's it say?
It went up to 132 and then it went down. It's stable at 101.9.
Okay,
101.
flush it and do it one more time for accuracy.
I said 105.
He said 105.
101.7.
Okay, so now we know that's what you're going to be tasting.
So what proof does the barrels go in the what?
It actually went in at a 92. So in Nevada, it's stealing some of our water. The angels are thirsty for water, not just alcohol.
Yeah.
But yeah. And then on the East Coast, it would have been the other way. So
Yeah.
your proof would go down because
Until
it's
10
stealing
years
alcohol.
and then it starts going up back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now with this, all you do is you just go ahead and put it in there.
See, this
and then
is pretty
put your
easy. You could
thumb
try
over
this
it.
one.
And then all you're going to do is just push it in and then bring up some. Ooh, that's a good color too. So you're just doing it with your thumb. And
Like
then
pulling
I'll
a
be
straw.
ready to serve. Okay. All right. Who wants to try some? And we'll see if it's any good at all.
Wow.
Okay, you guys ready? We'll swirl it and we'll look at the legs. All right, it's thick. Now we're going to just go ahead and nose it. So the way I do it is one lip in and one lip out, and I'm just going with the air. Yeah, it's gonna be towards the oak.
Oh, wow. I never knew that technique.
It's weird, isn't it?
Bourbon people don't use that technique. I've seen
And
it
they
in Scotch.
should.
Yeah. Right?
Yeah, that's
And
what
nosing is
female
an
master
aspect
distillers
that
do.
I just ignore because I don't ever get nose when I try, and it's so frustrating. So I just don't try anymore.
Sure.
So this is incredibly helpful.
And you know why it is? Our olfactors, our nose, cannot pick up smells, aromas, past 50 proof. And we know this is past 50 proof. So we have to use 2 of our senses, sense of taste and sense of smell. So you're not unusual. It just, yours clicked off. It was like, that's too hot. I'm not smelling a thing. I'm going into danger zone. So, all right. Now we'll go ahead and wet our whistle. So pour and tip back and taste it off of your lips. Okay. It's hitting with caramel, so maybe we picked a good one for you.
Yeah. It's a little bit of caramel. I get a little bit of pineapple.
Ooh, good. I like
a little
pineapple.
juicy.
Okay.
Similar to some of the good ryes that I've had.
Okay.
They have the same sort of texture towards the end, the finish.
Good, good. Now, if you guys don't mind, go ahead and have a sip. And we're looking for, after you swallow it down, just think half of this. We're looking to see, is it buttery smooth? If it's flaring up anywhere, that's called biting you. We don't want that. That's not a bourbon. That would be considered a whiskey. It's a grade lower. And so anyway, we'll see if it did its job. And we're looking for that 10 seconds. And then is it warm enough to come on down? It's warm. But with breathing through it, that's where you pick up all those other tones. And truthfully, if you could identify one flavor, we didn't do our job right. It should have stayed in the barrel. If you can say, ooh, it tastes like vanilla, like, too bad. It means it's too young. Vanilla is beautiful, but it's not a finished job. So it has to be, part of the definition for a bourbon is it has to be complex in flavor profile. All that means in your head is when you sip it, like say I took a little sip, I'd say, oh, it tastes like this, but wait, now it tastes like that. Oh, there's something else. Like see how it hops around? That's what you want. That means that it's a full-bodied one. And man, it finishes pretty hard with the oak at the end, huh?
Right.
I just got a heck of a hit with the oak.
And how many of these barrel houses do you guys have?
13 of these.
13 of these.
And this is the smallest one by far. This is one that we play in. And then the others are about 3,000 square feet each. And they have the higher ceilings, so you're palletizing some of those. They're not all on rockers like this. And so the older barrels, the 53-gallon old barrels, they don't need to be on a rocker anymore.
Yeah.
They're getting palletized, just like Jack
more
Daniels
efficient,
would do.
yeah.
Much more efficient. This is a 30-gallon barrel. Now, if the liquid was right here in the center and you weren't rocking these, only what touches the barrel ever changes. So it would be this sitting on the inside until you sloshed it enough, or nature finally pulled it out of there. That's why it takes years and years to push. Because you'll have this kind of stuff sitting in there. And then on the outsides where it is touching the barrel, that's kind of how it happens, because this is touching char. That poor guy never got anything. So well, I'd have to hold it up in the middle because he could touch the bottom, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like that. So you've got raw, young bourbon sitting in there, unless you're rocking those. That's why action's so important too. So that's not a myth when people say, if you put it on an ocean liner, would it taste
like
different?
Jefferson
Yes,
said.
is the answer. Yeah.
Which one do you think here is the best one?
Which barrel?
Yeah.
I don't know.
You don't know.
No, we have about 4,800 of these, and I'd say, I'm gonna guess that my 16-year-olds are
The best
they're
ones.
kings. Yeah. Okay, so here's an interesting one: 72% corn, 18% rye, and then 10% barley. That's Pappy Van Winkle's recipe.
Right.
So then you would know to put that many ounces into your barrel.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, so you're actually doing it to your taste buds, not anyone else's, so it's customized. And then some of these are rums, like this is a rum. This is a rum, if you wanted to try any of the golden rums. And then here's something weird. This one, Ruth, actually is a brandy. So it started out as wine and then was pushed through one of the stills. And then we have this traditional drink that's a Basque drink from the Basque culture in Nevada, and it's the official drink of Nevada, and it's called pecan punch, and it's terrible. It tastes horrible, but it has some roots in it that are very, very bitter. And so everybody that is Basque always says, oh, you're gonna hate the first one, but you'll love the fourth. I'm like, who gets to 4 of those? Like, it's rough. But this is what that is an experiment of that's aging away. Okay, do you wanna try a golden rum or you want another bourbon?
Just a bourbon. Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Give me a flavor profile that you're kind of wishing for.
Maybe more floral.
Or floral, okay.
Vanilla floral.
Oh man. Okay, I'll try.
There's some secret code language here that only you
I
understand.
wish I knew what it was gonna be. Let's try the Bernbach. Okay, we need a giant. Yes, this one right
I don't
here.
think
You want me
AJ
to push it towards you?
No, AJ can do it. He's
Nah, I don't think he can.
Okay.
do it.
I don't
Okay,
think he's
barrel coming
struggling.
through.
Pulling himself.
He's struggling.
Like him. No.
Well, he got a weird angle at it too. That's horrible.
Yeah, that's why
I
he's
set
able
you up
to.
for failure, kind of.
That's
that
why
was
he's
not
able
good.
to.
All right. See how much weight was on there? It like broke the stand.
AJ, you put it wrong, bro.
That's
Come
okay.
on,
We
man.
can fix it. Okay. You want me to hold that? You want to go ahead and do it?
Oh, sure.
Oh, this thing's cool. Okay. All right, I'll get all of you guys.
He's good at it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Comes naturally.
He's doing it.
Okay, we might have to get serious with this one. Okay, so now what you're going to do is use the
Oh,
evil
that's the fun
side.
part.
Okay, I think that will do it.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
now
Just
try
pull
to
it
pop.
strong,
Now
strong.
you'll do it here. Yep, and I'll.
Nah.
A tiny little piece.
Today.
The worst.
Go to gambling.
I've never seen one do that. It's just like a little sliver came out. Have to with this one too.
Yeah.
There! Finally! Opa! Finally! Okay, what's your best guess for proof?
102.
102. Yep. And then it'll start reading it. Now. Ooh. Okay, who said what?
I said 110.
I said 102.
102.
105.
You were 90 to 100. Oh, 100.
I'd say 107.
It is 113.
Ooh, I'm winning.
That's a good barrel.
Okay, this is a good
I
barrel.
can
Okay,
tell.
so now you can go ahead and bring up the
That's a
straw and
good
flush
barrel.
it in there.
Based on how much effort it took,
Jay,
it better
bring
be a
that.
good barrel.
It better be a good barrel. You can do that whole thing and I'll share it for everybody. Okay, here's for someone if you want to
Very
pass
viscous.
those down. We like the color. That's nice and deep. We're impressed with that. And then nose it if you want to. So you're going to use 2 of your senses. It's got good potential. Okay.
I like the nose. I like the nose.
And then pour and tip back for your wet your whistle.
You got floral?
It's not floral, but I like it. It's very butterscotch.
It is. It's not floral. Yep. But I like butterscotch, so I think
Yeah.
maybe I picked one for me. I forgot to pick one for you.
No, this is good.
It's a little warm.
Yeah. It's a little hot at the tip of
It
your
is.
tongue.
I would leave this one alone. So he's going to keep aging because it hasn't smoothed out completely yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the finish is really solid.
Hello.
It's very viscous and very caramelly.
It's full bodied for sure.
The flavor.
So kind of sometimes how I explain it is like, you know, when you see like flowers starting to grow in your garden, like it has a little petal, it's starting to bring some flower or some flavor through. Same with a barrel. And then what you're looking for is the full flower. Like a full flower would be full bodied, like it's ready to go. It's got some flavors popping through. Okay. The only problem I see with this one is it hasn't smoothed itself out yet. So it's just not buttery smooth yet. It has a little more time that it needs to have. Only nature can do that for it. And so when you were asking, how do you get consistency? It's the yeast. We're not changing our yeast if we want the same flavors coming through.
So you're using sour mash, right?
No,
Sweet
never.
mash.
Nope.
New yeast.
New yeast, yeah.
Oh.
Sour mash is when you're using the
Leftover,
ends,
yeah.
and it's kind of like a sourdough starter. You start it again, and we don't. We throw that out. If you wanted to know, like, why is yeast so important? It truly means, like, pick a tree that I could harvest off of, like any kind of tree.
What do you mean any type of tree?
Just name a tree.
Oak tree.
Okay, so this is an oak. So yours would taste like this. And then what kind of tree for you?
Redwood.
Oh, okay. So yours would have a very different flavor from the oak. And then if I picked pine, mine's gonna taste like pine sol. And then you went way rogue. You went with mushrooms. Like, of course these would taste different. See how different the yeast can taste? And so our recipes, we could be using the same grains, same barrels, and it's not gonna taste the same because our secret sauce is the yeast, and we will never tell people our yeast. That is the secret, top secret for any of the batches.
And it's very impressive what you guys are doing here.
It's been fun. It really has, to be honest. I never thought I'd be this into bourbon. And you never learn everything about this industry. Like, every time you go to a distillery, there's something different.
Something new, yeah.
I know.
Always something new.
Or somebody's got a crazy uncle. They used to be a bootlegger in the background, and you're like, no way, tell me his story. But it's always something different, and that's why it doesn't get old. And I travel all over the world getting to do this stuff, and I've never come across the same stories anywhere. So it's all about, like old history and stories and friendships and who knew how to make stuff in their woods.
And there's not really that many women who are doing this.
That's
No.
what I
There's
was about
Lisa.
to say that. We are proud
That's
of
true.
you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I
Yeah.
just wish more wanted to go ahead and explore it because I didn't even know it was an industry we could, it never crossed my mind, to be honest. Didn't seem like a nice girl would do that. But
In
yeah.
the bourbon world, there's only Lisa from Widow Jane. She left now. She's doing Whiskey Thief.
Yep.
That's the only one I know. And then it's you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, there are
She
8 of
said
us right
8.
now.
Yeah.
She's a sixth.
I know,
Yeah.
but I
You haven't come across them
Yeah,
yet, huh?
no.
Yeah. And I hope that more girls do get into it because,
But we are proud of you.
oh, thank you. You're a sweetie heart. Yeah, thank you.
I would have never thought I would come this far for.
Well, I'm glad you
Bourbon.
guys did, and I hope you do again because the
Yeah.
West Coast is interesting for
Yeah.
sure. Very different from anything we're seeing on the East Coast
100%.
and down South. They've got an odd history of bourbons as well. But I would say it's a younger industry up here on the northern part
It's
of the
up and
state.
coming though.
It is up and coming.
It's
yes.
getting distributed
Yeah.
slowly.
Yeah, and then some of us have been at it for many years. We just came from a different state to use our grains here. But like us, we always had Nevada grain. We just weren't set up here because
Yeah.
poor Alaska doesn't grow a thing. But yeah.